A single prisoner altered the fate of hundreds, but he paid a high price for it. He defeated the Sleeper, destroyed the barrier. But while all the other prisoners escaped, he remained behind in the rubble. It was I who dispatched him against the Sleeper. Now it is I who brings him back from there. He is weak and has forgotten much. But he is alive. He's back.
There you are again. I never thought the two of us would meet again.
I feel like I spent 3 weeks lying under a load of rocks.
Well, so you did. Only the magic within your armor kept you alive. I had feared I might not be able to rescue you from the debris of the temple, but enough of that. You're here now. There's a new threat that we have to deal with.
Hello, welcome to my channel. This will be my number 100th walkthrough Gothic 2 The Night of the Raven. I played this game a lot when I was young, or younger. When I was a kid I had like numerous of playthrough, and so I decided to record it for this time. Honestly, I wanted to enjoy this game again, and I would like to share with you the video. I would like to share with you some tips and tricks. I think I know this game a lot, so I thought it would be nice to share my experiences with you guys. If you enjoy it or have any ideas, just write me in the comment section. Thank you.
After the fall of the barrier and the banishment of the Sleeper, Beliar's wrath has grown even greater.
This cutscene is cool.
A mighty artifact, so it is written in the old scriptures, will be brought back to this world when the God of Darkness sends his henchmen out to search. This search has long since begun. Beliar's henchmen are desecrating the oldest shrines of the gods. The guardians of these holy places have awakened, and their wrath makes the earth tremble.
Watch this, watch this.
Every powerful magician on this island could sense this wrath. And some of them have certainly begun to face the threat.
Seems like a trouble, but this mage. Ha. GG.
You must become their ally. That's the only way to stop Beliar.
At least we have enough time now. I did it. The Sleeper
Has been banned. You vanquished him, so much is true. But it's not within our power to stop the war that ensues now. With his final furious scream, the Sleeper has set into movement the armies of darkness. It was an order to all evil creatures, a word of power that they were all bound to obey. His last order was, "Come," and they came. All of them, even the dragons.
Dragons?
They are creatures of an ancient power. I can sense their presence, even here. And they have gathered an entire army of lowly servant creatures around them.
Where's this army now?
The army is camped not far from here, in the Valley of Mines near Khorinis, and they're getting ready to attack. We do not have much time left.
What can we do?
This time we cannot handle it by ourselves. Only the power of Innos will help us against these dragons. A group of paladins is stationed in the city of Khorinis, not far from here. They possess a powerful artifact which could help us to defeat the dragons. They call it the Eye of Innos. You need to get hold of this artifact. Tell the paladins about the threat. You must convince their leader to support us.
And once you have talked to him, you need to find the artifact of Beliar. It is the counterpiece to the Eye of Innos. It must not fall into the hands of evil.
What exactly is the Eye of Innos?
It's an amulet. Legend has it that Innos himself was poured part of his power into this amulet. It will restore some of your lost strength and help us defeat the dragons. It also has some other hidden powers. I shall tell you more about that once the amulet is yours.
Why would the paladins give me the Eye of Innos?
Because you are the one who is destined to wear it.
How can you claim to know that?
There are a number of reasons. The most important being, you have defeated the Sleeper. If you weren't a favorite of the gods, you'd be dead by now.
Let's assume you're right and I'm destined to bear the Eye of Innos. How would the paladins know that's true?
The eye itself chooses the one who may wear it. Once you get hold of it and put it on, the paladins cannot doubt your words any longer.
How can I get to the city?
Just follow the path from here through the mountains. The city is large. You cannot miss it, but watch out. The path to town is not without dangers, and you aren't nearly as strong as you once were.
I need weapons.
I can only give you whatever little I have here. Look around in my tower. Anything that looks useful to you, you can have.
I'll be on my way as fast as I can.
Good. And one more thing. Don't tell anyone that you've talked to me. Above all, don't tell any magician. Since I have gone into exile, the Circle of Fire has taken me for dead, and that's a good thing.
Well, Gothic 2 The Night of the Raven is not an easy game. You need every single XP almost to go through it. And when I play it, I always try hard and grind and get as much XP as I can and use the points as wisely as I can. Because if you do it wrong, the game becomes much more difficult. And so even the little things like reading books. 25 XP here. And I want to read this second book.
Hey, watch it!
Yeah, another 25 XP. Especially in the beginning of the game, every XP is good XP. So, here's an old stone tablet, but you can't read it.
I can't read that. Hey,
You don't know the language yet.
can you tell me anything about this stone tablet?
First, I suspected it might be a magical artifact, but I finally concluded that it is not of any great significance. I have not been able to decode the meaning of this tablet entirely, but it seems to concern the history of a very old culture. If you want the tablet, it's yours. I have no use for it.
Thank you, man. I can question Zardos with these things, but none of them are too useful. But what's useful is these things here, but somewhere, I think here. Heavy branch, I can equip me. And now it's open. Spell scrolls are very good in this game because you can use them even if you're not a magician. You can't use runes when you're not a magician, but you can use scrolls, and that can be very useful, especially in the beginning of the game. Let's explore a bit here. There's a key. Some other books. Sorry, I had to just check something. Yeah, recording. That would be silly. Not because I would just speak to myself. By the way, English is not my first language, of course. I'm from Czech Republic, but I'll try to use as best English as I can. But sorry for some bad words or something. I'm not the expert. By pressing B button, you can see your stats here. You can see I'm level 0 and magic circle 0, and I'll probably stay in 0 until the end of the game because I don't want to play magician. Then you can see current experience and next level experience. So when I reach 500 experience, I'll get a new level, and I'll get 10 learning points, and those learning points you can use for building strength, dexterity, mana, and so on. Or skills like one-handed weapon, two-handed weapons, bow, crossbow, and other special skills like pickpocket, I don't know, pickpocket, and picking locks, so you can open the chests and other things. These are the principles of the game. And yeah, we can move on here. So our first goal is get to the city, but we will not take the fastest path because we want to gain as much XP as possible. So when we go to the city, we'll try to kill as many bees as possible and you know, maybe even fulfill some tasks to get XP and so on. Rule number 1, especially in the beginning of the game, pick everything you can, because the inventory is endless, it's not limited, so you can have as many things as you can. It comes handy. You can sell it, you can use it, and so on. You know, these are all the things I have now. I'll just check the settings. And here there should be, if I remember correctly, some hidden treasure. But where was it? Yeah, it's here. This tree. That's not maybe the place I want to go, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere here. Ah, some spell scrolls. Yeah. Nice. To put it straight, in the beginning of the game, even wolf is dangerous too. You have to be very careful what fights you can pick, but sheep, yeah, you can kill this sheep here. It won't affect. Yeah, here there is another treasure. It is handy because it's a gold. It's the worst gold in the game, but you can use it because it requires only 10 dexterity. So you can use it. We got 7 euros. If we take this path down here, we will go to the sea. As I said, we want to explore a bit. To gain some more XP.
Nothing there. Nothing there.
I'll try to save the game as often as possible because somewhere it crashes. Nice. Some gold. Here we have to watch out. There are 2 field raiders, and I'm very sure I will separate them. Now we separate most of the quick creatures in the game. Especially in the beginning, it's more easy. It's easier to fight 1v1 than 1v2. Here, there's this little valley. Let's explore. I didn't know about this. Some scrolls and potions. Yes, what do we have? Fireball, that's pretty powerful in the beginning. Fire arrow, not that much. And light, you can use it in dark places instead of torch. Because when you fire a torch, you cannot use the sword. What do we have here? Body Lust? From the
Is that you? Really? Man, am I glad to see you.
Lester, how did you get here?
That was a crazy escape. After the barrier exploded, I wandered around the area for a while in total confusion. Then I spent days fighting my way through these woods until I finally found this valley here. Diego, Milton, and Gorn are still in the Valley of Mines. At least, I think so.
What happened?
After the Sleeper was defeated, the entire Brotherhood lost their minds. Without their master, they were all just empty husks.
And you? What about you?
It was the same for me. I had nightmares and even hallucinations. But once my head was more or less clear again, I ran for it. Once, I thought I saw a huge black shadow pounce on a group of fugitives and burn them all up in a giant cloud of fire. At that moment, I really thought a dragon had come to kill me.
Did you see anything else?
No, I took to my heels and ran.
I'm on my way to Khorinis. What do you know about the town?
Khorinis? Well, it's a seaport. Nothing special. Why do you ask?
I must go and see the paladins who are said to be in town.
Really? They won't even let you into the town. And certainly not to where the paladins are.
Do you have any suggestions how I could get into town?
I certainly do. I worked for an old alchemist named Constantino some time ago. He has great influence in the city, and he's instructed the guards at the gate to let anyone through who can sell him rare herbs. So it's quite easy, really. You collect a large bunch of the plants that grow here all over the place, and then you pretend you're working for Constantino, and in you go. But don't collect a mix of this and that. The guards aren't all that bright, and they know nothing about alchemy. The bundle needs to look good to them if you want to get through. I think that 10 specimens of the same kind of plant should do the trick.
Thanks for the hint. How long have you been hiding out in this valley?
I don't know exactly. A week, maybe? But there's one more thing. When I came here in the evening, I took a look up on the mountain, and there were only a few trees there. And when I looked the next morning, that tower was there. I could have sworn it wasn't there before. Since then, I haven't left the valley.
You mean Zardas's tower? I knew he was powerful, but creating a tower just like that...
Zardas the necromancer? He lives in that tower? I don't know if I like that.
Don't worry, he's the one who rescued me from the Sleeper's Temple. He's on our side. You need to tell Zardas about the shadow. It could be important.
You don't think it was my imagination? You mean there really was a...
Dragon, yes.
You're getting into the thick of it again, am I right?
I shouldn't say in the thick of it, not yet.
Well, good. If it's so important, then I'll go see him. But not now. For the moment, I'm going to rest. I'm still exhausted after the escape from the penal colony. I think you've got big plans. I'll see you later at Zardas's.
Alright. So Lester gave me a hint. I can get to the city if I collect 10 same plants. In this valley there are some wolves and something, but I will not kill them yet because I cannot get their skins yet. I'm not able to get their skins. So I'll return here later when I get the skill.
Nothing there.
But I had to kill this wolf because he was nearby. So let's go back. We sent Lester to Zardas and we got the hint how to get to the town. There are more ways how to get to the town, but the one with herbs are probably the most useful. Lester is your buddy from Gothic 1. We were together in a penal colony. We have almost the first level.
One less monster around.
Ah, we already have 10 plants. Nice. And this is Cavalor, another body from the penal colony. Thank you. He doesn't mind.
Trouble? Damn. I don't know where they're all hiding. You kill one, and shortly afterwards they're all back again. Wait a moment. I know you. You're the fellow who was constantly baking arrows for me in the Valley of Mines.
Your name is Cavalorn, right?
Ah, I see you haven't forgotten me after all we went through in the cursed colony. Where are you heading?
I'm heading to the city, but I'll reply him back to the Valley of Mines, which is also true, because, yeah.
Back to the Valley of Mines.
Really? I wish I could follow you, but I have to finish my duties here first. When you're in the Valley of Mines, could you please look around and see if my old hut is still standing? I'd like to return there one day.
Interesting armor you're wearing. Don't you belong to the Shadows anymore?
Shadows? They haven't existed since the fall of the barrier. The moment we could finally leave the Valley of Mines, there was no reason for me to stick with them. Now I work for the Water Mages. I belong to the Ring of Water.
What are you doing here?
I'm sitting tight. If it hadn't been for these damned bandits, I wouldn't be here.
Tell me more about the Ring of Water.
I'm not really allowed to talk about it. All I can do is send you to Vatras. He is the representative of the Water Mages in Khorinis. The best thing would be to talk to him. Tell him you've come from me. Maybe he'll take you on as one of us. We urgently need more good people.
Weren't you and your people enemies of the Water Mages back then?
Those crazy old days are over. There isn't any more new camp or old camp. Now that the penal colony no longer exists, everyone is on his own. Most of us former prisoners are still being hunted. The Water Mages were able to get my sentence commuted, and now I can move about freely.
What are the Water Mages doing now?
They're up to something big. It has to do with an unknown region of the island.
An unknown region? Where is it supposed to be?
I can't tell you more. Talk to Vatras in Khorinis.
What was that about bandits?
Have you slept through the last few weeks?
Huh?
I'm talking about all the riffraff from the penal colony that are making themselves at home here in the area, plundering and murdering for all they're worth. I guess I'm lucky they didn't kill me. I let down my guard for one moment, and they clubbed me from behind. No idea how I'll get all my stuff back now.
You were robbed by the bandits?
Yes, they beat me down and tossed me to the goblins for lunch. It was damned important stuff. A letter and all my money. I absolutely have to get it back. But without someone to watch my back, I'm not going back there. That cowardly rabble.
Can I help you with the bandits?
Maybe. But as scrawny as you look, you surely haven't held a proper sword in your hand for weeks. Well, I don't have any choice but to take your offer. My time is running out. So, pay attention. Down this path here, you'll find one of those filthy holes in the ground that bandits like to hide in. The fellows there are the same ones who stole my stuff. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll nab the rabble.
I need better equipment.
Those swine haven't left me much. I can give you a wolf knife. Will that do for now?
You call that a knife? But what about healing?
I still have 2 healing potions here. Interested?
Sure, give them here.
But we'll not go to deal with these bandits yet. First, I'll go to talk with them, because...
Nothing to be had there. Nothing there.
Get more XPs by doing that. There's one of them.
Hey, where do you come from?
I've come from the mountains.
Exactly, you come from the mountains, and that is bad for
Say
you.
you come from Zardas, he'll attack you.
Very bad. They're looking for you, a whole bunch of evil guys. There's someone here you absolutely have to talk to. Follow me.
No, they would attack you.
Who's looking for me?
Half of Khorinis is after you. And you're trying to tell me that you don't know anything about it? Ah, I see. You just don't want to talk to me about it, hmm? All right, it's your business. So, are you coming or not?
Who should I talk to?
To my leader. His name is Brago. He can explain everything to you better than I can. So, what about it? Are we going?
How do I know this isn't a trap?
You know, I'm getting tired of you. If you don't want my help, then just go to the city and let them put you behind bars. You come with me now or forget about it, see?
Easy, my friend. Someone else already tried to trick me.
Oh?
This guy suggested that we should get an amulet together and share the profit. Once we reached our goal, he and his friends attacked me.
It sounds as though they got you involved with the wrong people. Where was that?
I was a convict in the mining colony.
You come from behind the barrier? Man, then we were there together.
I don't know you.
I was a digger in the old camp. I didn't have much to do with the whole thing. But what is more important now is you are in big trouble. Someone has put a pretty price on your head, and he's handed out a few posters with your mug on them. If I were you, then I would be very, very careful. There are people with us who would kill their own mother for gold. But I think we boys from the penal colony ought to stick together.
Then I guess I better thank you now.
Oh, it's nothing. Just make sure you stay alive.
Can I have the picture?
Sure. After all, it's your mug on there.
Who's the fella who pays the bounty?
That I don't know. There's only one of us who knows him.
And who would that be?
Hey man, I can't really tell you that. You know how it goes.
10 gold pieces for the name of the guy who raised the bounty.
Oh man, I really can't do that.
Spit it out already.
Oh man, all right. His name is Dexter. Near the big farm, there's a steep rock. There's a watchtower up there and a few mines. He has his hideout somewhere nearby.
See? That wasn't so hard. Here's your gold.
And just don't tell him who told you.
So Dexter puts bounty on our head. Dexter is also one of your buddies from Gothic 1. And this guy just helps us. It just helped us, so we can warn him that Cavalor is coming together.
There's bound to be a lot of trouble here before long.
What's up?
A guy named Cavalorn is coming to get you.
Rats, he's still alive. I'm out of here.
He's scared. And now we return to Cavalorn and kidnap those guys. Finally.
Hey! Let's mix it up with those guys.
Sure thing. Just keep my back clear, okay? Now they're in for a nasty surprise.
Let's go.
You shouldn't have come here! You deserve that, lowlife.
Kill them, but we get experiences first.
Nothing to be had there.
You poor sucker. I think I'd better take...
That's most of the time in this game. Then when you have a company, all XPs are going to you.
So, that's done. Ha! They shouldn't have messed with me. Then I can finally fulfill my mission. I've lost too much time already.
What sort of mission?
Ah, yeah. First I have to get into the city, and then later... I don't know how I'm going to get all that done in time.
What about me?
Why not? You could take the letter into the city. Then I'll have a bit more time to take care of my equipment. One of the bandits must have the letter in his pocket. Take it to Vatras. the water mage in the city. You'll find him in the Temple of Adenos. He preaches there all day. Tell him that I wasn't able to get it done. And if he asks where I am, just tell him I'm already on my way to the meeting point. Okay? Oh yeah, one more thing. First buy some decent clothes from the farmers. Otherwise, you may be taken for a bandit. Here's a couple of coins.
Can you teach me something?
Sure. You know that. Man, they really took a lot out of you. You can't remember anything at all, can you?
I want to learn your abilities.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Okay, we can learn bows and one-handed weapons here, but we don't want to do that yet. As I said in the beginning, we have to spend our learning points wisely. And at first we should put them in strength and dexterity. And also we'll have to learn pick locks as fast as we can, because then we can without it we cannot open locked chests, which is very important in this game. So we have this letter we have to deliver to Vatras, water mage in the city, but we cannot read it, because if you break the seal you will get less XP.
Is there anything else that might interest me?
You mean about the area here? If you want to stay alive, stay on the paths. The farther you go into the wilderness, the more dangerous it is.
We can see the city already, but first we'll go to this farm. Here we have some quests as well.
Hey, stranger. I saw how you came out of the mountains. You can be glad you didn't come by here 3 weeks ago. We would have taken you for an escaped convict. And we made short work of those. You look completely done in. What do you want here?
I was attacked by bandits in the mountains.
Those filthy rabble. They were probably the same bastards who took one of our sheep last night. You had terrific luck. Most people don't get away alive.
Those bandits won't trouble you anymore.
Why? Are they dead?
They picked a fight with the wrong guy.
Thank Innos. Here, it isn't much, but I want you to have it. I'll tell the others about this.
I'm on my way to town.
The way you look, you'll have to bribe the guards to get in. And you have to know what they want to hear.
And that would be?
Well, for example, that you're from Lobart's farm and want to go to the smith in the city. But that won't do you any good. You don't look like a farmer.
I see. I need better equipment.
I can imagine. But I tell you right now, we don't have anything to give away. If you can pay for what you want, Lobart will sell you something. Otherwise, go to him and ask him if he has work for you.
Okay, let's ask Lobart for work. Oh. No, my XPs.
Well done! One dirty beast less!
Okay, oh, they can kill him.
One less monster
Nothing there
around.
to be had there.
From bloodlines, we cannot pick anything until we learn some hunting skills. Little advice: don't kill sheep in front of the farmer. He'll attack.
Why are you hanging around on my land? Whose side are you on? The rebelling farmers or the king?
Honestly, I don't know the right answer. So, for the king.
I'm for the king.
For the king? That's what the city guard said when they took half my sheep. But where are those bastards when we have to keep the bandits off our backs? Where will they be when the orcs invade us? I'll tell you, in the city, behind thick walls. So leave me alone with the king.
Maybe it was a wrong answer. This guy is probably very pissed on the king.
What's going on here anyway?
Don't you know what's going on? Boy, where are you from? We're on the edge of a civil war. Up till now, all the farmers looked at the tribute to the city as fair taxation. But since the paladins have come to Khorinis, the city guards visit us more and more often. And little by little, they're taking everything. If it goes on like this, soon we won't have anything left for ourselves. Some farmers are starting to rebel. Onar was the first of them.
Okay, so city guard is stealing from this guy.
Tell me more about this Onar.
Onar is the biggest farmer here in the area. He is broken with the city. They say he's hired mercenaries to keep the city guard off his back. Can't blame him. In any case, no royal soldier dares to set foot on his farm anymore.
Who are those mercenaries that Onar hired?
I don't know much about the guys. Supposedly, a lot of them are former prisoners from the mining colony. Everybody knows what you can expect from them.
You're also from Mill Colony. So that means that in Onar's farm, we'll find a lot of our old buddies.
What about you? Whose side are you on? Peasants or king?
I'm too close to the city to really have a choice. But I'm glad about that. I wouldn't know how to decide. The king is bleeding us dry, and Onar sets his mercenaries on anyone who won't join him. That's why most of the other farmers are still undecided, but sooner or later they'll have to choose one side or the other.
I'm looking for work.
I can't use another farmhand, but I could offer some work to a day laborer. Well, what I mean is, you can lend a hand in the field, and there are certainly a few other things to do around here. I could pay you with gold, or give you a few decent things to wear. The things are worth a fair bit. I can't give them to you for nothing, but I can sell them to you cheap if you work for me. By the looks of you, I should say, take the clothes. Anyway, the small turnip field next to the barn needs to be harvested.
All right.
Then hurry it up a bit before I change my mind.
This guy will sell us the farmer's clothes cheaper if we work for him. So why not? We want these clothes. This is a horrible fetch quest, honestly. But it takes you 2 minutes to do so. Not a big deal. I see some other plants here. Let's take them because in the beginning of the game you will heal with them a lot and often. Okay, we got the turnips.
Hey, you! Here are your turnips.
Hey, you're not all that worthless after all. Take them to my wife in the house and tell her to cook them.
What about my pay?
I can give you 5 gold pieces, or sell you the clothes cheaper. Well, what's it to be?
5 gold pieces is nothing, so better price.
Make me a better price for the togs.
Good. I'll give them to you for 10 gold pieces less.
Have you got anything else for me to do?
I don't. But you can ask my wife or the boys in the fields. Maybe they need some help.
Okay. So we have to bring the turnips to his wife.
Hey! I've got a few turnips here for you.
Great. That should be enough to fatten those guys up. Since you're here anyway, I saw a traveling trader pass by here a few minutes ago. I think he stopped on his way to town. Go to him and see whether he's got a decent frying pan for me.
Give me the gold, and I'll go see the merchant for you.
Are you saying I can trust you? Just don't spend the money on booze, do you hear?
Can you give me something to eat?
You can come back for more tomorrow.
Nice, we received the stew, which heals us for 20 hit points. Currently, our maximum hit points is 55, so 52. So it's a lot. Okay, we have to buy a pan from a merchant. Let's check it out. This is not a turnip. It looks the same, but it's meadow knotweed, and it's used for brewing potions. So let's pick it. This is useless, but we can sell it. And here's the merchant.
Who do we have here? You're on your way to the city. Am I not right?
Maybe.
You look like a fugitive. All fugitives are headed for the city. You could even be a former convict for the mining colony. I don't care where you come from, but I believe I have an interesting offer for you.
What do you have to offer?
The way you look, the guards will never let you into the city. I can help you get into the city. I have here a small piece of paper with the royal seal and the governor's signature. A pass. With this scrap of paper in your pocket, you can run about as raggedly as you please, and the guards will leave you alone. Interested?
So this guy is offering you a pass to the city, piece of paper that helps you get to the city, but we don't want to accept that, because if you do so, this guy later in the city will want some things from you, and if you don't do it, you will have problems with the guards. So no, keep your paper.
No, keep your paper.
I seem to have misjudged you, huh? Well, do you want something else? Can I interest you in my wares?
We don't need it anyway, because we have these plans, and we'll get to the city with help of those plans. So, show me your wares.
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
Basically, these weapons are not bad, but as you see, strength required 85. We have 10 now, so it's useless for us. So I'll buy just the pan.
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
Okay, it's getting darker already. If you press N button, you can see the time. Alright, almost 8 o'clock. And you can also track your quests here. It's a diary, and you can see current quests and completed missions, and general information like traders in Khorinis, teachers, and all the stuff. But the most important is current quest, because in one moment you can have more like 30 open quests, so it's good to track it somehow.
Hey, you! Here's your frying pan.
Fine. Let's see then whether it's any good.
Nice. And this quest is now completed. Pen for Hilda. Alright, and now we can ask, I believe, these guys in the field if they don't want help from me. most of the time only people with the name have quests for you. That's a rule. Something like rule.
And how goes the work?
Same as always. Lot to do, not enough money, and with a bit of bad luck, the orcs will come tomorrow and burn down our farm. The king's paladins have occupied the whole city, but I can hardly believe they'll move their butts out here when the orcs attack us.
Can I help you? I'm looking for work.
Do you know anything about working in the fields?
What is there to know?
In that case, I think we're fine here. Thank you. If you want to work for Lobart as a day laborer, I can only warn you, he pays people like you really miserable.
He offered to sell me some clean clothes cheap if I helped out on the farm.
Well, I don't have anything for you to do, but you can bring me and the boys something to drink. Fetch me a bottle of wine, and I'll tell Lobart you were a real help to us.
Okay, so this guy just wants a bottle of wine. And we received wine from the guy for taking care of bandits. So, yeah, here's your wine.
Here's your wine.
I'd better not ask where you got her from, huh? Who cares? Thanks, anyway. Lobart will only hear the best about you.
Okay, and that's it. No more quests here, I believe. So, let's return to Lobart and buy the clothes. It should be really cheap now, after all these quests.
I need some sensible clothes.
I can give you clean farmer's work clothes. Can you pay for them then?
How much for the work clothes?
Well, we'll see. You've worked the field for me, you helped my wife. Vino says you were a real help to him, and that's saying something. He doesn't usually hold with day laborers. Maleth said you chased the bandits off. The bastards have caused us a lot of trouble. Thanks to you, we're rid of them. 40 gold pieces.
40? I thought we could get them for 30, but I think we have it more expensive because we replied wrong on which side are we. He asked us which side are you on, and I replied that I am on the side of the king, and I should reply that I am on the side of the farmers. So yeah.
Give me the work clothes then.
There's a chest in my house where you'll find clean things, but don't even think about taking anything else without asking.
Okay, they are in the chests. Well, I'll take only the clothes. I'm not sure if they would attack me if I take something else. So now we can go to the city finally. Oh, I almost forgot the spire here.
Psst. Hey, you, come here.
What is it?
On your way to the city, and really busy too. Listen, you look like a smart guy to me. I bet you'll go far in life. You're certainly nobody's fool, I could see that right away. Say, you'd probably like to earn a few gold coins, wouldn't you?
Why not?
You'll have to forgive an ignorant old seaman. I'm a stranger in these parts, and I don't really know all the rules. So I had to find out the hard way that traveling strangers aren't welcome in the harbor city. Now I'm standing here with no idea how I'm supposed to get into the city. I have some extremely important business to conduct, and my client won't tolerate a delay, you see. You'll help me find a way to get past the city guard, won't you?
About the city guards.
Yes, got an idea?
If I remember correctly, only way how to help him with the city guards is giving him those clothes we worked so hard on. So
They should let you pass if you're wearing these farmers' clothes.
That's just what I need. Man, I know I could count on you. Nobody will bother me disguised as a local yokel. Excellent. You did really well. Here's your promised reward.
What? 50 measly gold coins? You can't be serious.
Gold isn't everything, my friend. Take them for now. I have the feeling that we'll be seeing one another soon. And who knows, maybe I'll return the favor. Look after yourself.
Okay, we got those clothes for 40 gold pieces, and now we sold them for 50. That's not that bad, and we don't need them anyway because we will get another clothes in the city. So, yeah.
Halt!
What is it?
You aren't getting in here, my boy.
Why not?
Looking the way you do, you're sure to cause nothing but trouble here, boy. We got enough rabble in the city. We have no use for people without money.
So, we'll just use the trick that we collected some herbs for alchemists.
I'm bringing some herbs for Constantino, the alchemist.
Really? Then you won't mind showing me what you brought. Looks good. All right, in you go. But don't cause any trouble. Understood?
Okay, we're in. So, we're in the city. I think I'm done for today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to go to the comment section. And I'll continue later with my playthrough of Gothic 2: The Night of the Raven, one of my favorite games of all times. Thanks a lot. See you later, guys.